What if the greatest secret to creating the life you desire isn't about adding more, but about taking away? What if I told you that the universe doesn't respond to the intensity of your effort, the sweat on your brow, or the desperation in your prayers? It responds to the clarity of your signal. For years, you have been conditioned to believe that achievement is a product of struggle. You've been taught to hustle, to grind, to push against the current of life until you force the outcome you want. But this relentless effort often leaves you exhausted, frustrated, and staring at the same reality you're trying so desperately to escape. This is because the entire paradigm is built on a misunderstanding of power. You are operating from a belief that your dream life is something you must earn, build, or wrestle into existence. Today, we're going to dismantle that belief and replace it with a truth so profound and so simple, it might initially feel radical. This is the simplicity principle. It states that creating your desired reality is achieved not through increased effort, but by systematically reducing your internal resistance. The less resistance in your energetic field, the faster the quantum field collapses a possibility into your tangible experience. Resistance is the static that scrambles your signal. It's desire fused with its opposites: doubt, fear, anxiety, overthinking, and the suffocating need to control how and when your desire arrives. This is the noise that prevents the universe from receiving your clear request. Your power doesn't lie in pushing harder. It lies in becoming stiller, clearer, and more coherent. This isn't about passivity. It's about precision. It's time to stop trying to build your reality brick by painful brick and start learning how to tune into it. The solution, the simplicity principle, is about vibrational alignment through subtraction. Imagine you are a radio receiver. All the stations, all the music, all the programs already exist as invisible frequencies in the air around you. You don't create the music. You simply tune your receiver to the correct frequency to make it audible. The quantum model of reality, as described by pioneering physicist David Bohm, works in a remarkably similar way. Bohm proposed that underlying our visible reality, which he called the explicate order, is a deeper, invisible reality called the implicate order. Within this implicate field, everything is interconnected, and all possibilities exist simultaneously as waves of potential. You are not creating your future from scratch. You are selecting it. You are choosing a reality that already exists in potential and collapsing it into your experience through the power of your observation and your vibration. This is where the misunderstanding about effort arises. You cannot force a radio to play a station it isn't tuned to. Yelling at it or turning the volume knob to maximum won't work. The only thing that works is to calmly and precisely adjust the frequency dial. Your vibrational state is your frequency dial. This state is the sum total of your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and assumptions. When you are in a state of struggle, fear, or doubt, your frequency is chaotic and incoherent. You are broadcasting static. The quantum field, which mirrors your broadcast with perfect fidelity, can only reflect that chaos back to you as more circumstances that create struggle and doubt. Alignment, therefore, is the process of achieving an internal state of emotional and mental simplicity. It's about purifying your signal so that it contains only one clear message. It is a state of clean, embodied certainty. This is the key. The primary obstacle that keeps you locked in a cycle of struggle is a deeply ingrained subconscious identity. Neuroscience has shown that about 95% of your daily life, your thoughts, actions, and emotional reactions, is run by subconscious programs. These programs were largely installed in the first 7 years of your life, based on your observations and emotional experiences. If you grew up in an environment where you learned that love was conditional, that success required immense sacrifice, or that you weren't inherently worthy of good things, your subconscious mind built an identity around those beliefs. This creates what I call the effort loop. The effort loop is a subconscious cycle of trying harder and harder to earn what you feel unworthy of simply receiving. On a conscious level, you desire abundance, love, or health. But on a subconscious level, the identity of being unworthy or not enough is running the show. This creates a profound internal conflict. You try to manifest wealth, but your inner identity says, I have to work relentlessly for every dollar. You desire a loving relationship, but your core program says, I must prove my worth to be loved. This internal battle generates immense resistance. It's like pressing the gas and the brake at the same time. You're expending massive energy but going nowhere. Your signal to the universe is completely contradictory. One part says, give me abundance, while the other 95% broadcasts, I am not someone who has abundance easily. The universe, being an impartial mirror, reflects the dominant vibration. It reflects the identity, not the fleeting desire. Breaking free requires you to stop focusing on the external goal and start dismantling the internal identity that contradicts it. The first practical step to embodying the simplicity principle is to master the art of assuming the state of the wish fulfilled. This concept, taught beautifully by the mystic Neville Goddard, is often mistaken for simple positive thinking. It is far deeper. It is not about thinking happy thoughts about your desire. It is about shifting your entire identity, your sense of self, to that of the person who already has it. You must feel it as a present fact in your imagination. This creates a new emotional memory, a new baseline state of being that begins to overwrite the old subconscious programs of lack and struggle. The key is to distinguish between true quantum observation and what I call surveillance. In quantum physics, the observer effect demonstrates that the act of observation collapses a wave of possibilities into a single particle of reality. Your focused attention is that powerful. However, true observation is an internal act. It is the act of turning your attention inward and focusing on the feeling of your desire already being real. How does it feel to have that money in the bank? How does it feel to be in that loving relationship? You observe this inner reality until it feels more real than your current external circumstances. Surveillance, on the other hand, is the opposite. It is an external act driven by doubt. It's constantly checking your bank account, looking for an email, or scanning for any external proof that your manifestation is working. Every time you perform an act of surveillance, you are broadcasting a powerful signal of mistrust and disbelief. You are essentially telling the universe, I don't believe it's done, so I need you to prove it to me. This act reinforces the feeling of lack and delays the outcome. Your work is to discipline your mind to hold the inner vision regardless of what the outer world shows you. Choose a quiet moment each day. For 5 to 10 minutes, close your eyes and genuinely feel the reality of your wish fulfilled. Don't just visualize it, embody it. Feel the relief, the gratitude, the joy. This practice builds the neurological pathways and the energetic signature of your new reality. Let's go deeper into the science of why this simplicity creates such powerful results. Your body generates a measurable electromagnetic field. The heart, in particular, produces an electrical field 60 times greater in amplitude and a magnetic field up to 5,000 times stronger than the brain's. Research from institutions like the HeartMath Institute has proven the concept of heart-brain coherence. When you experience depleting emotions like fear, frustration, or doubt, your heart rhythm pattern becomes erratic and disordered. This is an incoherent signal. This chaotic wave is broadcast out into the quantum field, attracting experiences that match that chaos. Conversely, when you experience renewing emotions like gratitude, love, appreciation, or the feeling of your wish fulfilled, your heart rhythm pattern becomes smooth, ordered, and harmonious. This is a coherent signal. A coherent state creates an ordered, powerful electromagnetic wave that carries the clear information of your intention. This is not just a spiritual metaphor. It is measurable physics. This coherent signal is what interacts with the sea of possibilities in the quantum field. An incoherent, static-filled signal from a state of effort and doubt is difficult for the field to interpret. It's like a blurry, distorted photograph. But a coherent signal, born from a simple, clear, and grateful state of being, is a perfect, high-resolution blueprint. The field can easily match this clear pattern and collapse the corresponding reality. Furthermore, this process is validated by the field of epigenetics. Epigenetics shows that your genes are not your destiny. It is the environment of the cell, which is directly influenced by your perception and emotional state, that signals the genes to express themselves. By consistently generating the elevated emotions of your future reality, you are literally sending new chemical signals to your cells. You are instructing your body to change, to heal, to become the person who is a biological match to that new reality. You are becoming it from the inside out. Your work isn't to struggle. Your work is to generate coherence. To integrate this principle into your daily life, you must make a conscious decision to shift your identity. Stop being the person who is trying to manifest. That identity is rooted in lack and perpetuates the effort loop. Instead, decide to become the person who already is, or already has, your desire. This is a profound internal shift that changes everything. Ask yourself this powerful question throughout your day. What would the version of me who already has this be thinking, feeling, or doing right now? When you are faced with a decision, ask that question. The version of you who is already wealthy doesn't make financial decisions from a place of scarcity and fear. The version of you who is already in a secure, loving relationship doesn't act from jealousy or neediness. This question bypasses the struggling mind and connects you to the wisdom of your desired state. It guides you to take inspired action that is aligned with your outcome, rather than panicked action that comes from fear. When you catch yourself in the effort loop, overthinking, forcing, worrying, you must learn to notice it without judgment and consciously exit. Simply pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself, my power is in my state of being, not my level of effort. I achieve by aligning, not by struggling. Then, deliberately shift your focus back to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Choose one action, no matter how small, that comes from a place of clarity and certainty, not from a place of fear. The goal is to make simplicity and emotional coherence your default state. I want you to take a moment right now and decide, what is the identity you are choosing to embody, starting today? Are you the struggling artist? Or are you the celebrated creator? Are you the person looking for love? Or are you the embodiment of love itself? Declare it. Write it down. Comment below with the identity you are now choosing to live from. This act of declaration is a powerful first step in rewiring your subconscious mind. As you begin to practice this, doubt will inevitably surface. This is one of the most critical phases, and how you handle it will determine your success. It's crucial to understand that the emergence of doubt is not a sign that you are failing. It is a sign that the old programming is being challenged. Think of it like a physical detox. When you cleanse your body, toxins are released into your bloodstream to be eliminated, and you might feel sick for a short time. Similarly, as you raise your energetic frequency and hold a new state of being, the old dense energies of fear, unworthiness, and doubt will come to the surface to be released. Do not fight these thoughts. Do not resist them. What you resist persists. The moment you engage in a battle with your doubtful thoughts, you are feeding them energy and creating more resistance. Instead, practice the art of detached observation. Acknowledge the thought, there is the old belief that I'm not good enough. Thank you for sharing. And then gently return your focus to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Treat these thoughts like clouds passing in the sky or background noise from a distant radio. You can be aware of them without identifying with them or believing they are the truth. Your truth is what you choose to place your focus on. During this process, you must also release your attachment to specific timelines and outcomes. The need to know how and when your desire will manifest is a form of resistance born from a lack of trust. The quantum field has an intelligence far beyond the comprehension of your conscious mind. It can orchestrate events, people, and opportunities in ways you could never have planned. Your job is to hold the vision and feeling of the what. The universe's job is to handle the how. When you find yourself obsessing over the details, you are stepping out of the state of trust and back into the state of control and effort. Remind yourself, my only responsibility is to maintain this feeling of certainty. The rest is not my concern. This radical trust is the ultimate expression of simplicity, and it is the catalyst that allows miracles to unfold with ease and grace. In the end, the journey of creation is not an outward battle, but an inward simplification. The simplicity principle is a radical departure from the world's model of success, but it is in perfect alignment with the fundamental laws of the universe. Reality is not earned through struggle. It is allowed through vibrational alignment. Your power is not measured by the force of your actions, but by the coherence of your being. You have been taught to add more work, more desire, more effort. But true power lies in subtraction, removing doubt, removing fear, removing the need to control, until all that is left is the pure, simple, and unwavering signal of your wish fulfilled. You are not a powerless victim of circumstance. You are the observer whose attention brings worlds into being. You are a broadcasting tower, sending a signal out into the quantum field, and the field can only return a reflection of the signal you send. Stop broadcasting a signal of struggle and start broadcasting a signal of arrival. Stop identifying as the person who is trying and start embodying the person who already is. This is not just a technique. It is a new way of living. It is a commitment to mastering your internal world so that the external world has no choice but to conform. The choice is yours. You can continue to operate in the effort loop, pushing against a reality that will only push back. Or you can embrace the elegant power of simplicity. You can become a vibrational match for your desires and allow them to flow into your life with a grace you never thought possible. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to commit to this practice. Subscribe to this channel for more guidance on your journey of remembering the powerful creator you were born to be. Share this video with someone who needs to hear that their struggle can end. Your journey to effortless creation starts now. It starts with one simple choice: to let go of the resistance and embrace the simple, profound truth of who you are.